Hey folks, welcome back to Dragon Quest VIII Journey of the Cursed King. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Basically here we are. We are here in this little plain area thing, whatever it's called. But we're going to be journeying through. I don't think you can see it, but you can kind of make out what looks like a ship. And we're going to make it there, hopefully. Obviously, we're going to encounter some stronger enemies from here on out. But I did not know about this rest area. It's like, oh, there's a little rest area. Might come in handy. And it did. It was a nice place to stop, actually. Get rested up and everything like that. And we have muddy hands. Of course. So, nice thing about muddy hands is that they are an excellent enemy for grinding experience. Because the majority of the time, they will just call backup. They're really good enemies for calling backup, recruiting allies and stuff, and you can just build up a lot of just experience because of it. You know, if you don't kill them all right away, you can easily, like, you know, just basically just kill a whole bunch of these guys. You know, that's all there is to it. I don't know where I was going with that. I was actually hoping, there we go. Call for backup. Just keep calling backup. You know, let's just defend and see if he'll call backup. Nope, it doesn't look like it. So we just wasted our time. Okay. Well, you get the idea. Just imagine them continuously summoning up allies, more and more, never stopping. And I don't think, I could be wrong, but I don't think they bring up any different allies. It's usually just muddy hands all the time. Now, if you get like some of the more advanced ones, like bloody hands, or I forgot what the next one is, but if you get like one of those, then yeah, they'll just call in actual powerful enemies. But if it's muddy hands, then they'll just call regular muddy hands. So it's not too bad. Pretty easy. But you know, hopefully in this episode, not only will we get to the ship, but we will hopefully get to Smiles, which is the slime that we're supposed to recruit. Ouch! Okay, if I don't die, that is. That's going to be the ultimate question. If I don't die. You know, it's one of those things where it's like, if an enemy does a critical on you, almost, it's like, oh gosh. But I think we'll be okay. I don't think we have to worry too much. Just gotta keep myself healthy is all. Poor Jessica, though, she is really behind in terms of health. Just, oh gosh. I guess if I find any more seeds of life, which hopefully there should be. I know you can make them in the alchemy pot. I just don't know how far into it before we can start making the life seeds. But that's going to come in handy, really. It's just being able to make the life seeds and everything like that. I may be wrong. I may be wrong and you can't make life seeds, but I'm pretty sure you can. I think you can. I say as I completely have no memory of like how to do stuff. You know, actually now would be a good time to actually do like a little story thing, you know? I don't do a lot of story except for like, you know, reminiscing and stuff like that, but, you know, sometimes random stuff happens. You know, obviously like muddy hands there. But, you know what, let's just go ahead and just tell a story. You know, tell a little story. See what you guys think and everything. So, you guys know Grover. Little, adorable, cute, fuzzy Grover. Cute little puppy. He is over a year old now. Technically in November? Yeah, November. He will be 2 years old. But, I kind of had like a mild heart attack involving Grover. So, Grover is a miniature Yorkie. Now, on the one hand, you would think, oh, miniature Yorkie, they tend to have problems because of their size and everything like that. But Grover shows no problems or difficulty. It's just the only time there's ever a problem is if he gets too excited, which can happen. He'll just get overexcited and then he'll just kind of like kind of like having like nasal problems, which some dogs do that. I know my parents' dogs are like that. They're also Yorkies as well. But one morning, or one evening, however way you want to call it, I was basically cleaning the living room and everything. I was just doing my normal stuff. But then all of a sudden, as I was cleaning, I found like a white shard. I looked at it and I was like, what is this? What is this? And I was looking at Grover's paws and I'm like, no, they're not claws. They're black, so there's no way it's a claw. And then I thought about it. Is this one of Grover's teeth? Is this literally Grover's tooth? And so I kind of started to panic because my knowledge of dogs is barely of assistance. I know how to take care of them, but I have no idea about like certain small random facts. Like for example, a dog's tooth. Dogs' teeth vary between breeds, and go figure. Most breeders will tell you that every dog is different, and depending on the breed, depends on the situation. And I have no knowledge of that. We're talking dental here. We're talking teeth. And so, there's a ship right there. Daggum. We're actually a lot closer than I thought. Okay, well, let's just watch this cutscene before I talk about little Grover here.
Well, I never. What have we here?
It's the very ship we're looking for.
Yes, this must be it. The ancient ship we heard about in Pickham.
He's very excited.
Now we can pick up Dulmagus's hateful trail again. But it's enormous. How on earth will we get it down to the sea? I must admit, I'm rather stumped. If only it wasn't quite so far inland. I know! Show me the map. Now, let's see. Here's my castle. Which means now we must be... here! Unbelievable! We're directly south of the castle. I had no idea we were so close to home.
Yeah, very close, in fact.
In that case, we should go back to the castle and see if we can find mention of this ship in the library. We might just find a clue. There's no time to lose. We must return to Trodane. To the castle!
Over-exaggerated right there. To the castle! Yeah, that's the ship that we're going to be using once we get to it. We're hopefully going to be able to use it. That's going to be the trick, though, is getting to use the ship. Okay, Jessica, calm down. There are times whenever I thought you're not strong enough, and then there are times where I'm like, never mind. Just never mind. But anyway, that ship is going to be very handy for us. We're going to be traveling around, and if I'm not mistaken, once we get the ship, we'll have access to the mini-medal maiden, which is going to be great, because we have 22 mini-medals, which means we should be able to get quite a bit of stuff from it. I'll obviously explain how the mini medal works once we get to that bridge, of course. I just gotta figure out my way around this, you know, because I have no knowledge of, like... Wait a minute, he says south, right? Yeah, so here we are. Okay. I might be wrong in terms of their trajectory, or followed by their direction, but, you said south. When I look at the map, and I look at the direction we're heading, I do believe, my good man, that your judgment of direction is completely wrong. You said south. We're heading north. Get your directions right. That SpongeBob meme is like, it's going, west, and it's like, west? I thought you said west! What form of map are you looking at? This one here. That's West Patrick. You're fired again! SpongeBob meme. Anyway, so where was I? Oh yeah, the story about Grover. So, when I saw that it was a tooth, I started to kind of panic, and I looked into it, and it was like based on breeds and everything like that. And according to what it says, depending on the breed and depending on the dog, it varies between birth and 4 months of age. And I'm like, Grover's a year old. Grover's a year old. So, like, how in the hell is he losing just now losing his baby teeth? So I'm kind of panicking, because if it's actually his premature teeth, that could get painful, but that can also be very expensive, you know, when you think about it. So I began worrying. You know, I was afraid that Grover was going to lose one of his permanent teeth. So I was kind of like, okay, what do I need to do? I need to calm down. So I was like, okay, I need to get Grover to open his mouth long enough for me to look at his teeth and see how it is. So, you know, I was trying to, like, play with him, because he has this little way of, like, you know, whenever you wave your hands back and forth in front of him, he'll kind of go back and forth chasing after your hand, kind of like, and he'll have his mouth open, which gives me the perfect opportunity to look at his teeth. Now, the tooth in question that I have found is one of those 4, I forgot what they technically call them, but they're the teeth that kind of grab onto the meat that helps you tear into it. That's the tooth that Grover lost. So I was looking at it, and when I looked at the 4 teeth, he still had them. So somewhere between like a month, because I only vacuum and clean my bedroom once a month, and keep in mind I found it in my bedroom. Between a month of when I last vacuumed and cleaned, he lost a tooth. So I was kind of surprised that he did not moan or groan or kind of gave any indication that he was in pain. Then again, I could be wrong. Maybe because he always chews stuff and everything like that, maybe that was it. Maybe it was just because of the fact that, you know, there's no... I guess what I'm trying to say is that because he chews... Okay, Angelo, take it easy on the shots. Anyway, so there was no indication that he was in pain. I mean, regardless if the tooth was just being pushed out by one of his premature teeth, or if he just broke it off, either way, isn't it painful? Like, I've had both experience technically, and really, regardless if you broke the tooth off or a new tooth was growing in and it was pushing the old tooth or the baby tooth out, I would imagine that still hurt, wouldn't it, for anyone? For either a dog, a human, just like, gosh, you know? I'm just saying from personal experiences. It's been like years since I've lost many teeth. With the exception of the teeth that I've had pulled recently. But that's having pulled. We're talking like, you know, pulling them yourself, or for that matter, having them broke off or having your mature teeth push them out and stuff. So I was just kind of surprised that Grover showed no sign of like having any pain whatsoever in regards to the tooth that he lost. So it was like, oh, okay, well Grover's teeth are all here. He seems fine. Just weird, you know? It kind of threw me off for a loop. You know, one of these days I gotta use these cheese. I can't just like keep hoarding them or stuff. I gotta use them eventually. Maybe I'll start using them a little bit, because we're starting to get into a point to where the enemies are easier now, so we may start using it. I don't know. Depends. But yeah, that's the story of Grover with his baby teeth. And really, for me, I think that's the first time I've ever found a dog's baby teeth, or had any dog who has lost a baby tooth, you know? It's the first time I've ever seen that. I just thought it was interesting, you know? I thought it was like, huh, we have one of Grover's first baby teeth. I just thought it was fascinating, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, as a parent, you know, having your child lose their teeth, it's a pretty eventful moment. But then it's like, huh, for a dog, you don't see dogs lose their teeth that often. I mean, you don't see them lying around, you don't find them as easily. So it's just kind of weird. Oh, that's actually really good. That is actually really good damage right there. Huh. I've actually got a lot of cheese buildup. I'm gonna have to start using that whenever I get to large groups. Jessica, please survive. Okay, that works. I'll take that. I won't argue. I will take that. Okay, I gotta heal my team now, because they're starting to feel it. I love that option. I'm so glad that both Dragon Quest VIII and Dragon Quest XI have that option. I think all RPGs need to have that option. To where it's like, you know, oh hey, your party's about to die. What are you gonna do? Heal all. I mean, record, it is random, and, you know, it's probably not a good idea to randomly heal yourself and stuff. But it's like, it's just a good thing to have, really. It really is. That's a lot of damage. That's, oh wow, that's not good. Thankfully, it was just one. Ugh. That one gave out a lot of experience, though. Also, I know I'm going the wrong way, but I'm just checking to see if there's any, like, chests or something like that, because while we still have to find the other key that can open... No. On the one hand, yes. On the other hand, no. But on the other hand, yes. But on the other hand, I can't. Future note. That is a really good enemy to have. Or not enemy, a good monster to have. A good monster arena. He is, like, really good. Now, record, once you get to the very end of the game, he's not as strong. But he is one of the best monsters that you can get early on. You just gotta survive long enough to beat it. I mean, you saw one of those things pulverize me earlier. So really, be careful. Be extremely careful when it comes to dealing with those monsters. It's just... Ooh boy! Do they hurt. They hurt. But they are... It's very good to have for the arena. Angelo, how are you getting critical hits? Are you just having a good eye for shooting with bow and arrows? I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I have no idea what I'm going for. Okay, the ice wasn't that effective. The spicy one was. Okay, that's good. I forgot that it can do that. That can be scary, but that wasn't bad, actually. Oh boy. Oh, they are trying. Thankfully, I just healed them. This should finish it. Quite literally, in fact. I should probably start using that for Jessica, but then that would just mean that I would just lose that much more, magic, you know? Then again, that's her strongest move, really. Should probably start using that now, more often. Okay. We're only gonna make it to the cave from the way it looks. But it's like, I was looking to see if there was any treasure chests, which I say there probably is. I would not doubt that for a moment. At the same time, though, it's like, oh dear gosh, this is gonna hurt. I know I've been using the heck out of the cheese and everything like that, but oh well, whatever. This might do a little bit more damage. Hopefully it gets rid of the hill slimes. And it did. Thank goodness. If there's enough hill slimes, that can get annoying. What it can. It can get annoying. And that had me scared there for a moment. I actually thought he was going to do a critical. That would not be pleasant. Oh no! Oh, not good. Not good. Not good. Oh my gosh. Okay, if anyone levels up, please tell me you learned Zing. That's one spell I need the most. Bloody apes! This is not good. Okay, seriously, this is not good. This is what happens whenever I waste my time exploring. Now I've gotta... You know what the bad thing is, too? Technically, there's a cave, and I get the funny feeling there's gonna be a maze through it. And at this rate, I'm not gonna be able to make it. I have to get Jessica resurrected, or otherwise she's gonna get very behind in terms of levels. It's gonna be insane, what it will be. Absolutely insane. Okay, so, yeah, you know what? We'll do that. We're gonna have to, because if we're gonna get anywhere with this, we're gonna have to cut this episode just long enough to where I can get my party members healed and stuff. It's just, we gotta go through this cave, and I guarantee you we're gonna have to go through like a little bit of a maze. Maybe not a bad one, but just enough to where it can become a nuisance. So, yeah, I'm gonna cut this episode short, but in the next one, hopefully, I will be fully able to get through the cave, and we'll make it to Trodain, and we'll get the slime monsters, so that's gonna be good. So, until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Take care, guys.